Hello and welcome to another PlanetDestiny video. Today we'll be taking a look at Jolder's Hammer. If you're looking for an extremely powerful machine gun for PvP, then you should think about participating in the Iron Banner, because this one is more than worth the grind to get it. The easiest weapon to compare Jolder's Hammer to would be Against All Odds, as they have effectively the same base rate of fire, impact, and magazine size. It's a slow firing machine gun that will deliver punishing blows to whatever it hits. It also has the third highest base range, only overtaken by Thunderlord and Against All Odds. In terms of damage, you can expect tier 1 enemies to take 970 to the head or 388 to the body, so it'll take about 1 to 3 headshots depending on enemy type and 2 to 6 body shots depending on the enemy. For tier 2 enemies, you'd expect 437 headshot damage or 350 to the body. In PvP, you'd expect to deal 73 to the head and 58 to the body, so 3 headshots or 4 body shots. If you're using aggressive ballistics, then you can expect your headshots to hit for 80 and body shots for 64. So still 3 headshots or 4 body shots, but a large enough difference to warrant using aggressive ballistics. The drawback to these brutal damage stats are the extremely low base stability, reload, and aim assistance. Fortunately though, we can fix all of that except for the aim assistance. Since this is an Iron Banner weapon, if you want to reforge it to fix all these issues, you pretty much can. Let's look at the 2 Jolder's Hammers that I rolled. Starting out, CQB ballistics, greatly reduced recoil, significant penalty to range. Pretty easy to control the recoil on this one. I'm a fan of it, but ideally you're going to want to go for aggressive ballistics just because it ups the damage a little bit more. Then we have linear compensator, more predictable recoil, slight boost to range and impact. It's up and down, but it juts around too much. You don't really want to go for this one, and it hurts your stability a lot. Then we have soft ballistics, less recoil, penalty to impact. This one's really easy to control, has a very tight grouping, so if you end up not being able to get aggressive ballistics but you have perfect rolls elsewhere and you have soft ballistics, that's fine as well. And CQB, that's also fine. Starting out in this tree, there's 2 rolls that you want to try to go for. You have counterbalance and rodeo. A comparison should be up on the screen right now between counterbalance on the left side and rodeo on the right side. The reason these 2 are really helpful is because otherwise the recoil just kind of jars all over the place. It's really difficult to control it. But with both rodeo and counterbalance, it makes it way easier to control. I like rodeo because it makes very small tight groupings. Counterbalance, it brings everything into a nice straight line up and down for the most part. And then in this tree, there's a lot of things that you can go for. You can go for flared magwell to make the reload speed a little bit better, but personally, Field Scout is the way to go because nearly doubling the rounds on your magazine is just so beneficial for both PvE and PvP. So this is the main one that I try to go for there. You can also go for more stability if you really want to, or more range, but Field Scout just seems to weigh in a whole lot more than those 2 perks. And in this tree here, I went for surplus on this one. I kind of aimed to make this one into a mini Thunderlord for the most part. So surplus, it'll turn into a better PvE weapon. Ideally in this tree, you can go with 2 other perks, Crowd Control and Feeding Frenzy. Feeding Frenzy will help out with your reload speed. Crowd Control will just cause you to do more damage. We're going to take a quick look at the other Jolder's Hammers that I bought and re-rolled. I haven't leveled it up all the way, but this is the perfect roll that I wanted to get, and I spent way too many motes getting it. Aggressive ballistics. This will really up your damage. If you just look at how much impact it gives you compared to the other 2 perks right here, it's pretty substantial. Rodeo, I prefer this one over counterbalance just because I like the way it does grouping a little bit better. So for PvP, I can just nail 4 rounds or 3 to 4 rounds into someone's head easily. I got perfect balance, which isn't what I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using Field Scout because I like double damage. And then crowd control just for even more damage if there's a lot of people grouped up together. Ideally though, I should have gone for Feeding Frenzy just because it makes my reload times that much shorter. So here's a quick recap of those perks you should be rolling for. For muzzles, aggressive ballistics will be your best bet as it will increase the damage even further. If you're wanting to help with stability, then smart drift control will be your best option there. For first tier perks, getting something that helps with the low stability is honestly best. Both rodeo and counterbalance are good choices. I prefer rodeo because it makes the recoil much more easier to manage and group my shots. For middle tier perks, you have a few choices. I like to address the low magazine size with Field Scout. Nearly doubling the amount of ammo you can hold in the magazine far outweighs any other perk you can get in that tree. For the final third tier, you have a few choices. Personally, it's between Feeding Frenzy and Crowd Control. Feeding Frenzy essentially turns the weapon into a mini Thunderlord and also addresses the slow reload speed. Crowd Control is my other pick because more damage helps cut through crowds of people even more. It's situational in PvP, but it makes for a good PvE perk. In conclusion, if you're looking for a slow rate of fire, high impact machine gun, Jolder's Hammer really is worth the grind. The fact that you can customize it to your exact playstyle is what makes it even stronger. If you need a hard hitting weapon in PvE, then spin the moats. If you want that perfect tool for cutting down an entire team in the Crucible, then it will absolutely be worth the grind and mode investment for. I hope you found this video helpful. This has been Patrick Casey with PlanetDestiny, your guide to the Destiny universe.